Hey guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Joy here. I want to be talking about this one topic today that I think perhaps not many people or many reviewers are talking about, and I think it's time that I discuss a little bit, on behalf of the whole community. So we're going to be talking about today Fragrantica. You guys know, those who have been in the game for a long time, you guys know Fragrantica, their site, and they actually are sort of like Encyclopedia Britannica for whole fragrance game. So first of all, before I start my scent of the evening, it's now about 7:30 p.m. It's winter, but not that cold, mild, cool. It's like neutral. And after a shower, I'm going with Rasasi Wow hoodie. This is a gem, guys. I reviewed it. Check out my review on this one. I'm just sad that nobody talks about it because it's cheap, or the brand itself, I don't know what. If you love vetiver, you guys need to check this out. This fragrance, the bottle itself is just, check out that bottle. It's a showpiece by itself. It's I think it's about 65 ml bottle, 60 ml bottle, and you can get it for a very, very cheap price. And the performance on this is very good, and I think it's very good professional daily, like people who are getting into vetiver. This is one of those great vetivers for this price range. Amazing juice from the house of Rasasi. So I'm going kind of crazy. I went like 7-8 sprays all over me because all over me is Rasasi Woody Wow, So let's get into the not review today. Let's talk about Fragrantica, shall we? So Fragrantica actually has been a great help for me. First of all, I want to talk about some positives, and there are some downsides as well. And there are kind of similar sites like base notes. There are some other sites where you can see the notes, but mostly people know Fragrantica. It's the most famous place for you to check out any fragrances. You can check out reviewers. You can check out perfumers. You can check out notes. They put individual notes like oud, tobacco. They have listed, I think, a lot of perfumes are there. I'm not quite sure how many, but thousands of perfumes are there. I think not everything is there, but some of the fragrances are missing, I guess. But they enlist whatever. First of all, the perfume, the fragrance, the pictures, okay, official pictures. Second, they enlist the notes. Third thing they enlist is the season. Then you can go performance, and then actually you can have which notes are dominant. People vote for it, like which are the main dominant notes to your nose, right? I'll put a link below of Fragrantica itself, and you can visit. If you haven't already, you can visit and check out any fragrances. Just type, it will give you overview of a whole notes breakdown, when to wear it. And the best part of Fragrantica is you read all the comments below. I usually do not follow the voting that much because this is the downside of Fragrantica, that a lot of people are kind of like messing around. I don't know what their thinking is, but some people, I guess, are bored. Sometimes imagine a fragrance being released, it's not even been released. So I don't know why Fragrantica, you people go there and then you vote. People vote there, like thumbs down, thumbs up, like this quick game going on. It's very confusing for people who are actually going to buy the fragrance or thinking to consider it. So people will be like, sometimes I know many of you go out there and see the vote like this. When Dior Sauvage came out, this one came out, it had huge, even now it has so many dislikes from a lot of people, mostly niche snobs and stuff. But check out Dior's activities. This is their top seller. This is their money maker. It's selling a lot of bottles. It is a crowd pleaser, lasts a long time. It does almost everything. It's a very versatile fragrance. So thing is, when you actually follow that voting, you might be very, very confused. I think Fragrantica perhaps should look at and not turn on the voting unless the fragrance comes out. People are free to vote, but it's ridiculous when you vote before fragrance comes out and you vote already thumbs up or down, up or down. So because how can you vote? You never smelled it, right? That's the first downside. Second thing, I would say, I usually trust people who write the comments below or write written reviews. I am one of them. I am somewhat contributor, not so much. I just write down some of my favorite fragrances. You can go down and see my comments, like the fragrance that I bought, are owned or sniffed. So many great reviewers there who write written reviews, especially the detailed ones. So follow the ones you'll see next to the review up there. There'll be like some sort of balloons, 1, 2, I think maximum like 7 or 8 balloons. The one that received maximum number of balloons, that is the most popular and most accurate I would say on most part review. Okay, you can read those reviews to get some pretty good ideas, even if you feel the reviewers are not being the most honest, like even me or any other reviewers. You cannot kind of count on them, or like depend on them. You can depend on those written reviews. That is the best part of Fragrantica. And then sometimes you see a lot of hidden gems. I love that. Like some of the fragrance that I browse through, nobody mentioned, no one talk about them. Maybe they got some age to it, but there's a new house perhaps. Maybe there's a hidden gem, inexpensive gem, some houses that nobody else talks about, and you see just one comment below the fragrance they enlisted, and you learn about the fragrance, because what is it like to other people who experienced it. You get some real life idea when you cannot sniff a fragrance. So I think it's a great help. Fragrantica is a great help. And I have, I think, one of my friends in Facebook friends list, I think Mr. John Biebel, B-I-E-B-L, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say his last name, but Mr. John, basically, he is a contributor and writer. Also, he has his own perfume line. So he is a contributor to the Fragrantica. So you can find a lot of information in Fragrantica. Say you want to go for example, right? English Laundry House. Maybe this fragrance house, not many people talk about, not that many reviews on it. So perhaps, how do I learn about this fragrance? I saw a few reviews, that's all right, but I want to read on it, like upon this fragrance, like what is similar to, what is the performance like from other people's perspective. So it's said to be similar to Versace the Eros. Then how did I do my research? I saw all the reviews, I read all the comments, and then I pulled the trigger on it because I couldn't sample it anyway. So I bought the sample pack, like 20 ml, 4 in one box, and when I sniffed it, that's the only time I could tell what it really smells like. And on most part, people were spot on. This one lasts a long time. It smells really damn nice, much cheaper than Eros. I think compared to Eros right now, the new formulation, this is much better. Oxford Blue by English Laundry. So thing is, I did do a lot of, like research, spend a lot of time on a fragrance before buying it. So in that way, it helps me also reviewing, a fragrance. But most of the time when I buy something new, I do not count on that, because I want to see what I got to my nose. When I review it, then I look at Fragrantica nose breakdown, see how much I matched, how much my nose actually trained, all right? So it's very fun website. I mean, not website, it's a site that you go to and spend a lot of time, you can get honest opinions. So I think I would like to say thanks to Fragrantica for doing an awesome job and helping us fragheads with selecting fragrances, learning about notes. There are forums as well. If I'm missing something, I'm sorry, but I read a lot. I spend a lot of time on Fragrantica. And Base Note and other ones I do not visit so much, but I think they're doing good too. So if you are in fragrance game, check out the link below. Go there, search fragrances. It's not just about buying fragrances, it's about also learning. Learning is always fun. So I think Fragrantica is a great place to be. It's almost like a virtual museum for fragrances. They also, one other thing, they also suggest below, like what are the similar fragrances to the current fragrance. Let's say they are putting Hanemore HM, which I reviewed just now, and below that there'll be suggestion box what are similar to this. May not be pinpoint accurate, but something in the similar genre. And then at the side, left side, they also suggest in the similar family what other fragrances are there. If you're talking about La Nuit d'Homme, you'll see the 1 EDP, you'll see Eros, you'll see Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, La Male, the sweet sort of a lovely sort of fragrance. So it's a very interesting place to be. And if you are new in fragrance game, I think you should visit and check out fragrance comments. Especially those comments are really, really helpful for me, right? So thanks a lot, Fragrantica team. You guys do a fantastic job. I wish you all the best, but previous format was better. Now it is the newer one. It takes a little bit time to load, and then it's just one step extra to go to that fragrance search, right? Previous one was much easier, just straight away you can just go, right? And also one last thing I forgot. Fragrantica also publishes brand new releases. Okay, when fragrance comes out, they bring it up to you, like, here you go, there's a new release, upcoming release. And they talk about awards as well, like who received awards as a reviewer or a perfumer or a fragrance itself, if you want something, or there's definite, like as I told you, it's like a journal. So there's always updates going on, right, for both males and females. Check out Fragrantica. Have a very nice day. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.